Sweet Baby Inc. continues to rack up the L's. The latest is that the developer for Hyper Lightbreaker is already laying off employees before the game releases to early access on Steam. Roll this up over at fandompulse.com. You can find the link in the description below. I encourage you to head on over there, become a subscriber, join our mailing list so you don't miss any of our articles that we publish over there. I also encourage you to become a paid subscriber so you can help support us in what we're doing. We are fully reader funded. We are avoiding Google advertising as well as other advertising platforms that try to dictate what you can and cannot publish. So let's get to this. This is a report from James Batchelor over at Games Industry. He revealed that what is the company's name here? Heart Machine, I believe, is the developer of Hyper Lightbreaker. Yeah, Heart Machine, quote, dismissed a portion of its workforce, although it's unclear which departments this has affected. The company's community manager, Yi Zhang, claimed that the layoffs will not affect Hyper Lightbreaker's release. She even, or I don't know if it's a woman, I assume it's a woman, even appeared to imply that laid off employees might be able to rejoin the company depending on the game's success. Zhang said this: in fact, a strong and timely launch will rekindle opportunities for those affected as we look to evolve and grow the game throughout early access. Hyper Lightbreaker was one of the games that Embracer Group retained after it sold off Gearbox to Take-Two Interactive Software, incorporated back at the end of March. I think it was part of like the Gearbox San Francisco publishing arm, I think, or it was part of that. But they decided to keep it instead of selling it off, which I found really interesting. They kept the Sweet Baby Inc. one. Take-Two didn't want it. Take-Two did not want it. The game had also been added to the Sweet Baby Inc. Detective Team Curator group, which is closing in on, I think, 500,000 followers. Given Sweet Baby Inc. revealed it had worked on the game in regards to world building, story structure, and character development. You can see it was listed right there. It has been removed from their website now after their redesign. And the game is supposed to go into early access on Steam sometime in 2025. Alex Preston, the founder and creative director at Heart Machine, shared in a post to Steam in August. After much evaluation and many conversations with our publisher, Arc Games, we've decided that we need just a little more time to get the gameplay experience polished to our standards. Therefore, we're now looking at an early access launch date of very early next year. We don't want to ship a project, even in early access, that we're not satisfied with on a number of fronts, especially in the current state of the industry. We need to put as good a foot forward as we can. Well, maybe you should make it clear that you're no longer working with Sweet Baby Inc. Because if you do not do that, you clearly aren't going to have any good feet at all, and you're going to end up like the numerous games that have completely and utterly been destroyed that released throughout 2024 because Sweet Baby Inc. was involved in them. That list includes Tales of Kinzera-Zao, Unknown 9 Awakening, Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, and Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Tales of Kinzera-Zao, literally, Surgeon Studios shut down, and they're seeking like investors to fund their next project. That but the company's like game development studio no longer exists anymore. At least they said he shut it down. Unknown 9 Awakening, just covered that in a video earlier this morning. They are now laying off about a fifth of their entire workforce just a month after that game completely and utterly failed, not even achieving 300 peak concurrent players on Steam. And then Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, obviously that failed as well. They were actually laying people off, similar to what we're seeing here, before they even released the game. I think they were laying people off like 3 months before because they knew the game was pretty much dead on arrival. And then Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, $200 million impairment charge taken by Warner Brothers Discovery in order to basically write off the game's massive losses that it incurred. So likely going to happen with Hyper Lightbreaker, given the fact that they were the ones who chose to hire Sweet Baby Inc. And if you're choosing to hire Sweet Baby Inc., you're choosing to infect your game with the woke agenda. Sweet Baby Inc. has made it abundantly clear that is what they do. Kim Belair said that back in 2019. They are not trying to put a veneer of wokeness into the games. They're trying to do the real thing. So they clearly want to inject wokeness into video games. Their employees have talked about destroying and burning down video games, the video game industry, because they don't like the way that it's run. So that is who they got in bed with, and they are going to pay the price for it, as we've seen with all of these other games. We are not going to forget that Sweet Baby worked with them on this game, and we are going to close our wallets as we have done with all of these other aforementioned games right here. But let me know what you guys make of Hyper Lightbreaker and its developer Machine. What is it? Heart Machine laying off the employees before they even released to Steam Early Access. Just not looking good for them already. The Sweet Baby Inc. stink does not go away. But so let me know what you guys make of this in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, and to always, always speak the truth.